Hello everybody, this is Robbie, and yes, I am wearing headphones. It's just like the speaker that I use is like an echoing effect, and in terms of like audio, so. Oh, this is to avoid that. In the last episode of Club Meetings, things shouldn't happen. Natsuki became the club president. Sarah got rejected, i.e. told, okay, just, are you gonna follow through on that promise? It's okay, time for you to leave. Yeah, I feel sad, but... But anyway. Moving on, let's begin. Yay, club meetings! Alrighty then. So we know the drill at this point. I play the episode and then see the poems by topic. I guess school is the only thing that's going to be spoiled here is the whole... Alright, let's start the episode. 6 o'clock. This is the alarm I set so I can sleep through it. Back to sleep. Monica resets her alarm and closes her eyes. Okay. Short-term, long-term effects. And the 6:45 alarm, where technically I'm supposed to get up to give myself time to get ready. But I actually always reset the alarm one more time and sleep for 15 more minutes. Meaning, what's the fucking point of the alarm? Monica again resets her alarm. So sleepy. Has it been 15 minutes yet? Feels like it's been like 5 minutes. Let's see. The alarm's going off in 90 seconds. I should just get up. No, I refuse. I will lay here and I will enjoy my 1 minute of not having to get up yet. Yeah, that's how I feel. Just, I have to get up at a certain time, but I don't want to. It's really hard to enjoy it when you know the end is imminent. Kinda like life. She's dark thoughts much? I wonder if... Damn. Okay, time to get up. Monica doesn't get up. Getting up now. She still doesn't get up. Kinda stubborn in terms of the I just want to be in bed department. Okay, going to count down from 10 in my head, and when I reach 0, I'm going to get up. 10, 9, 8, 7... no, don't fall asleep. Okay, actually getting up. Monica finally gets out of bed and stretches. I gotta get something real quick. And I guess... Just had to check how long this is gonna take. She starts singing. Caving in and dreaming I'm alive. Oh my god, my singing voice is so crackly, especially as Monica. Monica continues to sing loudly as she steps out of the shower and starts to get dressed. He pulls her uniform directly from her drawer. Still kind of wrinkly from being in there all night. Give it another 5 minutes. Let's see, what takes 5 minutes? Tying my ribbon, there we go. It's been so quiet all week. Almost forgotten that all of this is a simulation. It's so great to feel like everything's tangible, and not having that constant nagging awareness of the game's operation when it's running. Today is Wednesday. I guess that means Natsuki is probably going to have to start dealing with that feeling soon if she hasn't already. I wonder if the game is on me. Hey, Robbie, I know you're listening to me. No, you don't. Yeah, don't just spy on me when I'm getting dressed. Yeah, like we have any control over that? Yes, I choose to spy on Monica. That's my choice. Yup. If you're actually there, I love you. It's weird. I wasn't really into anime much before all of this. But finding out you live in a visual novel makes you weirdly aware of all the anime tropes, and it gets you addicted to using them. Oh my god, yeah, I can't believe myself. I haven't really seen anyone from the club this week. I texted with Natsuki and Yuri, but I haven't heard anything from MC or Sayori. Yeah, it's funny how that's happening, yup! Natsuki seems to think that they had some kind of fight last week. I'll have to try and make sure to patch things up at the club today. People not getting along always makes me uncomfortable, especially when they're my friends. Just in general, I hate conflict. I tried to force myself to be okay with it by joining the bait club, but it was just awkward. Oh, that's why. I just want everyone to get along and be okay. Okay, time to get going. It's pretty today. It's starting to warm up a bit even. It would be a nice day for a walk if I lived close enough to school. I can always drive with the windows down, I guess. Okay. People have a particular way of looking at me when I walk through campus. They do a brief sidelong glance and then go back to looking away. Sometimes they do a very brief half smile or nod if they see that I notice them looking. People probably think I have lots of friends and that I never stoop to socialize with them. But really they think that because I act confident. I don't have any real friends other than the literature club. And even then the literature club isn't real in the sense of real life. No, it's more real in the sense of the feelings are real. That shield of apparent self-secure confidence can protect you, but can also isolate you. Some people can be confident like that and still just strike up a friendship with anyone and be cool doing it. But I'm actually kind of shy with people I don't know very well. I retreat into being formal and reserved. I wonder if the people who make it look really easy have the same internal self-doubt. I mean, I'm not exactly like that confident type, but yeah, it gets lonely. But then, and then one little interaction can change everything. Hey, Monica! Here comes a very radiant-looking Sayori. Hi, Monica. Hello, Sayori. You look happier than usual today. I mean, especially after what happened a week ago. Thanks. Your necktie looks nice. Thanks. I tied it like I always do. It's just something about it that looks really good today. Oh, necktie. Okay. Necktie. Sure. Whatever. I should ask about her and MC, but not right away. You're too confrontational. Just make it casual. So how's your day been so far? Pretty good, pretty good. How was MC this morning? Is he doing okay in calculus? I actually didn't see him this morning. He didn't walk you to school. Not today, no, but guess what? This is classic Sayori deflection, but no use in doing anything with going along with it. What? I'm gonna learn a musical instrument. Really? Are you going to do the whole band thing? I haven't decided yet. Oh, distraction. Maybe not. We'll see how I feel once I start learning. Which instrument? Guitar! I see. Why on earth would Sayori want to learn guitar? What prompted this? Oh, I just realized that I should probably get out and do more stuff. There should be more to my life than classes and literature club in my house. This gives me something new to focus on. Well, good for you, Sayori. Guitar is really hard, though. It requires a lot of coordination, It does? Yeah, I actually completely gave up on learning it because the coordination between hands was too difficult. I like piano much better. If you want a note, you hit that key. Whereas on guitar, you have to pluck a string while simultaneously holding it down in the right place with the other. I'm not great at coordination. I hope I can learn it anyway. Anyway, Monica, I came to tell you something. Oh? I'm going to be a little bit late for the club today. I'll probably be there in time for poems and stuff. I just wanted to let you know. This is extremely odd for her. Sure thing. Any particular reason? Just out of curiosity. It has to do with learning the guitar. It's just a one-time thing. I'll be back at the usual time next week. Oh well, Zoe. Natsuki has planned for us today, but I'm sure she'd like you to be there for it. Plus, Yuri said she really wanted to talk with you and Natsuki about Death Note. Don't worry, I'll be there before too long. So be sure to tell everyone that I'll be there soon. This is all extremely weird and out of character. The ultra-depressed, energy-starved Sayori suddenly takes up a new hobby, and then misses time with the people whose happiness she is probably willing to die for? She start taking medication or something? Sayori, I know it's a weird question, but are you okay? Of course I'm okay. Never been better. Last week would have something to say about that. Okay, you're just acting a little different than normal is all. I'm totally okay. I'm totally not believing that. I'll be at the club before too long, don't worry. What the hell was that laugh? Alright, Sayori, I'll see you there. Well, clearly this requires further analysis. Oh, okay, there we go. Hi, I guess. I never actually met you directly, I think. I'm Natsuki. I guess you already knew that. Yeah, I wonder how I could have known that. She seems to be waiting for you to say something. Well, I mean, if I said that you're the favorite, that'd be a lie. I have seen mods that completely butcher this character. One of them even makes her a fucking psychopath. But I can't just maintain silence, cause that'd just be messing. And fuck it. Pleased to meet you. It's kind of weird meeting someone who knows you already when you don't know them. You probably got all sorts of opinions about me. Yeah, depending on the mod, the opinions vary tremendously. I can just hate you so much that I want you to go to jail, and then also really like you and identify with your struggles. Also the sense of, oh man, she's going through some tough shit. Either way, it's fine. At least in this mod you've done At least in this mod you've done justice, so there's that. There's this how celebrities feel all the time when they meet people. Am I a celebrity? In a way, yes. I mean, I guess I kinda am in a weird way. God damn it, game! It's kinda weird because I don't really have any way of seeing it except the internet. And on there are like millions of people who know who I am. Me and my friends have multiple subreddits. And then there's the art. It's actually more wholesome than you think it is. But in my world, I'm just a normal woman who currently has club president powers and is talking to someone beyond the screen. It's kind of weird though. You probably know way more about me than most people in my own world do. But I have almost no information about you. Despite all the time we spent together in some timelines, which I guess was sort of you. Yeah, see, that lines up with the theory. All the other mods, alternate timelines of what could happen. Like, World of Dreams. That's like, that's an old... Again, it's kind of like What If in a way, where it's like, what if you and the player you inhabited the MC's body? Or what if the MC was partnering up with Monica to be like a superhero vigilante duo? Or, or what if you could travel back in time? Or what if you had some memory of Act 1 beforehand which kept cropping up? Either way, it's new scenarios. I really don't know anything about you. Although I guess I could dig around in your computer and find some dirt on you and what you're all about. Please don't. Just kidding. I don't even know how to do that kind of stuff. Monica just taught me the basics of how not to screw everything up, and how to use some really simple console commands in case of emergency. I'll be best if I don't try those. Anyway, it's nice having you here, but it's also a little weird, you know? I'm kind of glad that the game usually leaves us alone except on Wednesdays. I don't know what Monica's told you about what it's like. Beyond the feeling of everything being fake, it's tough to have the constant sensory experience of the game in your head. especially when bad stuff is happening to the people you're watching. I don't know what happened with Sayori and MC last week, but it felt awful and they couldn't hide from it. And as far as I can tell, they haven't been talking since then. Whoa, really? Damn, just... oof. That really bums me out. It's Sayori's birthday tomorrow, though. Maybe that'll be a good time for them to make up. Although Sayori doesn't usually like to do anything for her birthday. We'll see. I don't know about you, but I ship those two so goddamn hard. I know! The childhood friends. It's a classic heartwarming trope, straight out of a manga. Which I guess since that's more or less what we are. You know, it's weird. I used to be pretty fucking pissed at Monica, even if she didn't think we were real, which is dumb, but whatever. Even then, I did not understand what the big deal was about going to such extreme lengths to get out of this program to be with you. But now I think I get it. I get why she feels that attachment. When you're here, you kind of feel like the only solid, meaningful thing by contrast with the rest of the world, even though I can't see you. You get the wrong idea, I'm not desperately in love with you or anything. I think I'd prefer that. And I'm not going to go on a deleting rampage to get to you or whatever. But I think I understand Monica a little better now. Looks like it's about time for me to get going. I guess I'll see you later unless the game follows me out of here. It's been nice talking at you. Yep, talking at me, not to me. Oh, okay, we're still following her. Cool. Oh, hello. I'm just streaming Club Meetings episode 5, where Natsuki's club president, and things have been happening with MC and Sayori. Hey again, I guess it did follow me out here. And it's this fucking song. I hate this song. It's so fucking childish. I mean, Xylo. I shit you not. Xylophone. I'm not 5 years old, for fuck's sake. Oh shit, here comes MC. Play it cool. Hey MC, how's it going? Do you want the polite answer or the honest one? Let's have the honest one, please. You finally going to talk about what's going on with you and Sayori? Well, I'm kinda worried, you know. Yeah, it's basically about that. She told me she loved me last week. That must be when I suddenly got hit with a wave of rejection, sadness, and pain. You noticed that, huh? Did you actually reject her, you moron? I swear to God, MC, I wasn't kidding about kicking your ass if you broke her heart. No, I didn't reject her. Then what happened? Out with it. Well, I need to explain a few things. I've been kind of worried about Sayori ever since the incident. You know, well, more like a lot worried. I get really scary nightmares about her killing herself. So a few weeks ago, I tried to muster up the courage to talk to her about it. I asked her to take care of herself and get help for her illness. And I did this because I wanted to be a good best friend, but also because you love her and desperately want to make out with her. Don't know about the desperately, but yes, in the making out department, it'd be cool to see. Yeah, true. But it's more selfish than you think. I'm really scared of Sayori hurting herself. Finding her on the day of the festival was the worst experience of my life. And I do love her, I do. More than anything. But it's a really scary feeling. What if I totally committed to loving her and then, you know, I don't know how I would deal with that. So what did you tell her? I told her that I needed to know that she'd take care of herself. And that it felt really scary and dangerous to dive in, basically because of my fear about her depression. And what did she say? Well, she panicked and just treated it as a complete rejection. And then she all but shoved me out of her room. I tried to explain, but didn't really get the chance before she hustled me out. And I haven't talked to her since. Okay, MC, listen to me. I get that it's scary, but if you really do love Sayori, you need to go tell her. Like, as soon as possible. I'm still really worried, though. I really don't want to have to go through— Of course you don't! Loving someone is literally always dangerous. And even in the best case scenario, it's bound to end with at least some pain. Yeah, in the best case scenario where the two of you actually get together and stay together, someone's gonna die! No, I'm not even— or the relationship might get too hard, or there might be a bump so big that you can't recover and then they leave each other. An argument might happen where you feel really bad about it and you feel guilty about it for quite some time, which I'm afraid I'm into you, inevitably make up, and then the next argument starts, and then some more things happen in terms of that. It's a fear. It's just a fear. I haven't really fell in love. Also, yeah, you caught me right in the middle of my little rant about the risks of love. Glad you can make it. But you have to decide if you're willing to take risks for the person you love. And right now, you're being cowardly about it. If I told you, right now, we got together with Sayori, and it would ultimately end really painfully and maybe even horrifyingly for you, but doing so would make Sayori really happy and would bring you joy for whatever time you had together, what would you do? I would do it. I would do anything to make Sayori happy. Exactly. And it's not like you're walking across hot coals or cutting off a limb. You just have to tell her you love her and pick up for whatever that entails, which includes the bad, sure, but also the good. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably think about it some more, but you make a good point. I guess it'd be kind of dumb to abandon the thing I'm afraid to lose just because I'm afraid to lose it. Totally. Now go get her, Slugger. Well, that went pretty well. Hopefully it turns out okay. What do you think? Gonna be saving a lot. There's a lot of these dialogue choices. I could say the obvious thing, they'll get together, but I should probably tell her about this whole thing. Or this whole thing. This just feels like it's prying into old memories, so it's like I'm trying to talk to her. Actually, it kind of is like talking to a real person, except in real life, it's like their dialogue isn't scripted. It changes. Why am I... Whatever. Yeah, I thought I felt some weird vibes from Monica. It's probably to be expected. Sarah's probably trying to act like she's not crushed. Hopefully when MC... Oh, a new follower! Thank you, Lenflair Cook. I'm sorry, I'm not like that news reporter who could pronounce the name flawlessly. Like... Yeah, I've seen that whole thing. Props to that guy for being able to pronounce that town name correctly. It's just... Whoa! What? Oh, like... I don't know what happened. Oh, but thanks for the follow anyway. I'll just call you Landfair. Hello? Oh, I'm doing well. How about you? Oh, nice snowflake thing next to the name. Speaking of Monica, you feel so cold and analytical sometimes, have you noticed? I mean, the whole out of character thing earlier probably deranked the alarm bells too. I'm not saying she's a bad person or anything, she's learned a lot since the week of the festival. The way she thinks about people is really detached. I really especially get that impression when the game follows her. The way she calculates all the time. I think it's just part of who she is. Yeah. Although I guess when she gets into her feelings, she does so with a vengeance. Anyway, I should be going. I'm supposed to meet with some of my other friends in a bit after this next class. I guess you've probably seen how that's been going. Yeah. Don't worry, at the very least, I can do my accent for them. Which I'm probably going to have to change soon, because I do not know a lot about this, but I do know they eventually get names. I'm really tempted to ask for your advice on that too. But I really want to try to live my own life to some extent. Plus, I think I understand now what I need to do about that problem, at least. I'll see you around, okay? Oh, great! It's this music. It's the panicky music. And now we can simply apply the conversation. Appreciate of angular momentum about this point. I really don't like someone else being the president. I receive comfort and a sense of wholeness in the world around me, but I trade it for feeling incredibly anxious. I wonder what Natsuki is doing right now. If the game were on me right now, she'd know it was me. And I wouldn't punch you and feel my general state of mind. So she might know I'm anxious. I mean, I don't like other people knowing how I feel. Even my friends. I need to try and calm down. So then we try to find the period of rotation. I hope she hasn't messed with the console at all. Or with me. I wouldn't even know if she did. Would I? Well, I mean, if she did mess with the console, you probably get that effect. That turns everything pixely for a quick second. I knew when I was deleted, but that's super obvious. I didn't even know she just started messing with subtle variables. Man, she was mad when she found out about everything. She was angrier than everyone else. I guess she had the right to be. Maybe she'd want to get back at me for it. She agreed not to mess with game stuff that way, same as everyone else, but maybe she'd be tempted. I did tell her how to make sure she didn't. She'd listen, right? But all those tools for changing the world are right there. She'd probably at least thought about it, right? What if she does and then messes something up? What if she messes me up? I mean, I'm the last person who should complain about that, I guess, but I never ruined everything beyond recovery. I almost did, but I didn't. I hope the cloud file backups are working. And even if they are, she can still mess with my file values with no problem. Monica! Yes, sir? I asked you if you were alright. You don't seem well. I'm fine, sir. Sorry, just a little anxious about a level. I'll concentrate on the lesson. If you say so. Not good. Visibly losing my shit. I wish I could just pause time and take some deep breaths. I hate being stuck in a world I can't keep carefully managed and is totally under someone else's control. So, the United States then? But hey, Natsuki hasn't done anything yet, right? But she might. At any moment. There would be no warning. But she hasn't yet. It's fine. It's fine. Stop freaking out. You can always at least control yourself. Alright, I'm okay. Everything's fine. Nothing's changed. Focus back on the class. So the question then becomes, if we're given those variables, can we then calculate the orbital energy? The answer is yes, and we're back to Natsuki! This is probably as good a time as any for a break. So I forgot to unmute there, just say, yeah, I know. Don't worry, you're not spoiling anything. Yeah. I've already played through the original DDLC, otherwise I wouldn't be playing this mod. And so there's that. And, yeah, I think I've nailed the character voices too. I wonder if Audible could hire. Yeah. Yeah. So that's when we I did just get the rest of the class and go smoke. Speaking of which, anyone want to sing? Natsuki? Nah, I'm good for now. You sure? Yeah, I don't want to coat the inside of my lungs too thoroughly. So, weren't you going to tell us about the literature club? Why are you in it? Isn't it just a bunch of nerds who write poetry? Well, Not all of them. I mean, there's Natsuki and Monika's the president, right? Yeah, but the rest of them are pretty hopeless. Isn't it again? It's her, Monika, that one hyper girl, and the guy she's always walking with, and Yuri. Alright. Do you and Monika ever talk? What's she like up close? Stuck up bitch? Oh, this is the least that they say. Hey, they apparently got the conclusion of, oh, Yuri's one of those school shooter types. I know, can't get my mind off, it's so weird. Yeah, a little. Mostly she just doesn't let anyone get too close. She's pretty private. Yuri's crazy though, right? Yesterday I was having a little fun with her and I asked her if her boyfriend lets her keep reading in bed. Oh my god, what did she do? She tried to pretend she didn't hear me and went back to her fucking book. She's in bright fucking red though. Oh, what a hate. Listen, bitches. I have no idea why you guys are so tragically out of interesting things to do that you have to fuck with Yuri. If you fuck with the literature club, you're fucking with me. So either knock it off and we can be friends or keep doing it and see what happens. Clear? The other girls in the bathroom mutter amongst themselves. No one says anything clearly. Whatever. I don't want to hear any more shit talking about the literature club. New topic. Did you guys see what Mr. Takara's wearing today? Oh my god, yes, he had a vest with like an actual pocket watch. Ooh, pocket watches, you don't see those that much anymore. He's got fashion sense. He's so hot. Do you guys think he's single? He's your teacher. You know what I heard? Natsuki ducks into a stall and starts speaking in a whisper. I was close. Hopefully they leave Yuri alone now at least. I wish they just gossip about teachers and ask me for boy advice. I actually can't wait to get to club today. It'll be nice to be around people I can let my guard down with. Plus pretty soon I won't have to be the president anymore. Not that I mind having you around. Oh, I guess you're going. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, I have interesting stuff to talk. So I just walked home. I haven't heard from her anything from her since then. Natsuki thinks I ought to just be direct with her, but I'm not that sure. Wait, direct about what? Well, I love her. And Natsuki thinks I had to tell her, but I'm still scared of her hurting herself and the pain that would cause me. But she thinks that I can't afford to just protect myself and I ought to get out there and live, I guess. Well, Sayori definitely neglected to mention a few things earlier today. Although in fairness, I just asked her if you would walk her here today and she said no. Yeah, I haven't walked with her since last Wednesday when we went to Yuri's place. I actually really miss it. For what it's worth, I agree with Natsuki. If you have somebody not special, I don't think you can afford to throw it away just because of the risk you'll be hurt. But I don't want to throw it away. I just want her to get help and be okay. Except she's made it pretty clear she's not ready for that yet. It took her all of the strength and courage she had just to overcome her feelings of worthlessness long enough to ask you out. I don't think she's ready for a commitment to a long-term process like treating her depression yet. Right now, I think she just hopes she could be with you and somehow be at least a little more okay. Yes, what you have to decide is whether she's worth it to you despite the risk. If she's worth your courage, so to speak. She is. What is that face? I'm sorry, the smile looks kind of weird. I'd say your path is pretty clear. What do I actually do? Just go up randomly and tell her? I don't see a problem with that. I'd be fine with that if I was Sayori. I'm going to disagree here a little bit. In general, I think we like it better when guys put a little thought into gestures like this. Especially since Sayori perceives you as having rejected her right now, fairly or unfairly. So you need to do something special. Like what? Well, we can't do everything for you. It has to be your gesture after all. But it is Sayori's birthday tomorrow. Yeah? Yeah. Obviously her birthday is a good opportunity to do something special. Something that shows you care. And then that's your moment to tell her you want to be with her. Honestly, MC, you know Sayori well. Just think of something she would appreciate and do it. It'll be more special if it's your idea, not the whole literature club's. Alright, I get the point. Guess I need to think about what would really impress her. What's up, bitch? What a way to make connections. And Yuri? Okay. Wait, why is Yuri the only one who isn't? Are we all ready to start? I've got a banger of an idea for our turkey day. Sayori isn't here yet. She said she was going to be a bit late to start without her. Dang, I wanted to talk about Death Note with her. I know, I told her. She said she would eventually. It's gonna be kind of awkward when she gets here, isn't it? Because of me and her. I told Monika and Yuri what happened. And yeah, I guess it might be kind of awkward. Especially if the plan is that I'm going to talk to her tomorrow rather than today. We'll just have to get through it. I don't expect there to be any problems. You guys are both very polite people. Just do your best to keep the environment comfortable for everyone, okay? Including Sayori and yourself. Got it. So what are we gonna do until she gets here? Well, technically it's Natsuki's turn to choose what we do. She's the only one whose name hasn't been drawn yet. Do you want to choose now, Natsuki, or wait until Sayori gets here? I kind of like everyone to be here if possible. Maybe we could just do our own things until Sayori gets here? Sounds good to me. The club disperses. After a while, Monica and Natsuki start talking, or you and MC do the same. Who to check up on? Probably Yuri and MC, because MC's got the most amount of, like... Or not, they're just talking about Death Note. So have you actually read Death Note? No, I've just seen the anime. Supposedly they're not too different. I was pretty pleasantly surprised. This manga has some pretty significant things to say about human nature. And it manages a pretty complex story without any discrepancies and while keeping all the characters believable. What's descended into madness seems perfectly logical every step of the way. I've been writing a little recently and I'm astonished at how difficult it is to keep even a simple story coherent. So it's been impressive to read something so complex done so well, especially in a visual format. What is it that you're writing? Is this the secret project you never got to show us? It is! I found a way to cleanly make mods of our games without sentient characters. I see. That's really meta. So I guess you're writing stories about us? Not yet. So far I'm just messing around trying to get the hang of everything. But eventually, yeah, I'm going to write stories about us. I think it'll be really interesting to see what people in the real world have to say about a mod making a game character. Who knows, I guess. Just be careful, okay? I know we're trying to learn more about how our game works, but I'd rather we not mess anything up. And have you talked to Monica about this? You know how she feels about doing stuff to recursive characters. Yeah, I already told her. Don't worry, like I said, I took out the sentience. But miraculously, I took out everything that wasn't sentience, and I'm using that. Cool. Well, if you ever get it really simplified and easy, let me know. I'd like to try my hand at writing some stories too. Can't wait to see it. I will. Well, I still have a few pages of Death Note to read, so I'm going to go do that. Do you want to talk about the story later? Sure. Monica and Natsuki are still talking by the front of the room. Natsuki, there's something I wanted to tell you. I've been worried sick all day. In fact, I've been completely freaking out. Not having control. It's been almost paralyzing. I'm always worried that suddenly you'll mess with something you shouldn't, or mess with me, or delete me. It's been hard to cope. I don't deal well with being completely at the mercy of things I can't control. But so far as I can tell, you haven't done anything. You've been really responsible. And I really appreciate that. I know you were really upset at first with me for what I did. Yeah, when are we getting that flashback? I wouldn't have blamed you if you wanted to hurt me or get back at me for it. But instead, you've been very kind. I'd like to think I'd have been as forgiving as you if our situations were reversed. But I'm not sure I would. I think you would have. You're a very nice person at heart. You only did what you did because you thought none of it was real. And I have to say, I kinda get it now. I was just angry before. After I was angry, I forgave you, but still didn't have any empathy. But now I do. Dealing with all this, it's overwhelming. And I totally get why you would become desperate. After talking to Robbie today, and where the attraction is. Oh, what do I do when not playing Doki Doki? Well, in terms of, like, home, I usually watch TV. You know, just relax and... Okay, Monica's pretty pissed off, but anyway, in terms of home, I just relax. Sometimes I play video games, sometimes I read. Eat, and in terms of school, things are going well. Well, drama is actually... I've been taking, like, drama, and it was actually, like, pretty fun class, but... No, 10 p.m.? Oh, it's okay. Hey, I mean, the fact that you're interacting at all is great. Well, I mean, it kind of is. Is in a sense, like, we're learning about, like, the state and age stuff, like, how to get into character, or, like, walking from, like, certain centers. It's like, and stuff like that. It's really fun. Now, calm down, I'm not gonna steal them away from you. Yeah, just... I'm not really interested. I understand that feeling. Okay, Natsuki without eyebrows is cursed! Cursed, just gonna save that image, cause... I mean, I get that it's... Yeah, let's get immersed. And yeah, I can see why you think that. I mean, I'm getting pretty in character with these characters. Natsuki's voice, Monika's voice, Sayuri's voice. Which is honestly the easiest to get down. I just made it airy and cheerful, but... And yeah, anything to get this image away. That was just the initial fascination, though. There's so much more to Robbie than that. Like how I'm just... They're their own person. That cross paths with me through the most unlikely chance in the world. And in the most horrifying of ways, too. Okay, calm down there, sweet talker. What is what? You're welcome for me not being too pissed at you for what happened. I will continue to treat you decently, so long as you continue to not be a jerkwad. I guess that's all I can ask. Alright. Sari suddenly burst through the door. Hi, everyone! Sorry I'm late. I was learning how to play guitar. Not as a distraction. It turns out it's really hard. So he immediately walks over to Natsuki. So, Natsuki, what are we doing today? I hope I didn't miss your activity. I tried to get here as soon as I could. Well, come on, I know you've got to have a great idea for us. Well, yes. I actually had trouble coming up with an idea. At first I thought maybe we could all memorize parts for a play together and we could put it on somewhere. But now I realized it'd take way longer than one club session, and I don't even know where we'd perform it if we did. I'm sorry, it's just such a coincidence. It's like we were talking about like drama and play stuff, but then just they reference the whole play thing like later. Little coincidences like that just seem to happen often. It's really nice. Then I thought maybe I could make you all create a fan manga for Parfait Girl so that I could finally get a sequel. But that would also take a long time, and I don't think anyone here is really an artist. And besides, Yuri would probably make it complex, but whatever. 5 writers and no artists. Yeah, exactly. Finally, I thought of something we could do. Something that we can all enjoy, which will also appease all our adoring nerd fans. Video games! Okay! Nice! What video game? Hang on a second. This is the literature club. I don't put too many limits on what you can choose for the activity, but it does have to have at least some literary value. Yeah. Maybe a visual novel? Ow. Okay, listen up, boomer. I know Natsuki will probably be the one to use that, but... God! I am exactly your age. You are a boomer, and you have boomer opinions. What? So listen up and get educated. First of all, video games are absolutely literature. In a sense, yeah, they tell a story, they have dialogue like this, and visual novels are essentially just turning pages of a book, which you like press enter and then the next line of dialogue appears. It was the same. Well, at least some of them are. They tell rich stories in which it's really easy to get immersed since you can make decisions about what happens. And the ability to interact opens up a ton of creative possibilities that are impossible in other media. So, the game we're playing today is a story-driven game. Basically, you have the opportunity to make various choices. Telltale is famous for that. It's called The Walking Dead. Oh, we're getting into this now! Oh boy! Like the HBO show? Like, there's actually an HBO show? Wow, there actually is! Huh. And it's still going! Although, not for long, considering the final episode is gonna be this year. Oh, you watched that show? I imagine it's good, considering it's an 8.1 on IMDb, so... Who knows, I'll probably get into it someday. Okay, again, wow. Yes, the HBO show Boom America. Oh my god! Is this Natsuki's new thing? Yo, what up, Boom? But also the extremely successful graphic novel that originated all of it. Don't you mean comic book? Wow! Like, that one was on purpose, wasn't it? Maybe? Ah, finally, back to the club stuff. It's not too scary, is it? It's called The Walking Dead. I think that name says a lot more than you think. It's a little scary, not gonna lie. Yeah. I have heard of it, but I haven't really played it a lot. I think it's about, like, zombies and stuff. I don't know. There's probably a lot more than that. Again, it has an 8.1 in IMDb, but yeah. But it's got more tragedy than outright scariness. People supporting each other or more often turning against each other. That type of dark times, that kind of thing. Good. I like that better. I mean, yes, bittersweet. The group assembles around the club's PC. Wait, who's actually going to hold the controller? Well, parts of the game are kind of twitchy, so we want someone with prior gaming experience. Or we could give it to Yuri instead and just have all of us shout at her what to do and see if that produces quality content. Ah yes, Yuri can constantly say the letter U a bunch. It'll be utter chaos and we'll all have a fun time laughing at how, and because of confusion. Quality club antics! Please don't do that. Anyway, I won't read it myself for empathy. I kinda like the idea of doing it to Yuri, but we all nicely make suggestions. I'll have to go to sleep. But good night. And yeah, hope you can come back soon. I usually stream on Mondays and Thursdays. Hey, so yeah. She has the least experience with this kind of thing, so she'd get the most out of it, hopefully. That makes sense to me. Are you up for it, Yuri? We don't want to pressure you into anything. Yeah, there she goes. Alright, I guess so. If it's what you guys want. You guys are gonna have to teach me the controls, though. No problem, it's super simple. Mostly all you'll have to do that requires any kind of quickness is just point at what choice you want to make, really. And then the rest of the time you move around in the third-person view and talk to people. Nothing too hard. Okay, just don't be mad if I mess something up. Oh, we won't, but let's make sure to save off him. Good advice. After all, you never know when something unexpected might happen. Okay, bad joke. I like your joke, Monica. Thank you, Sailor. Moving on. I didn't get it, so here's that. What's that emote anyway? Furo sad. Okay. Cool. This poor little girl. Yeah, Clementine is at a tough spot at the start of the game. I'm debating on whether or not to skip this because I kind of want to experience it myself. It's club antics. He's asking if we should leave before nightfall or after nightfall. I guess the conventional wisdom is you leave afterwards. Makes it hard for walkers to see you. But do we even know if this is the kind of zombie where it matters? True, it might be better just to be able to see trouble coming. Yeah, I think I'll go with daytime. Oh, this part sucks. No spoilers, Natsuki. There are people out there who actually want to play this game. Oh no, more walkers. Ah, Sean's being attacked. Wait, Herschel wants you to save him while he goes and gets his gun? Convenient. Wait, Duck, no. Ah, no, they've got Duck too. Who do I save? This is a terrible decision I have to make. I have to save Duck. He's only a child. And I don't think Sean is likely to make it now anyway. And Yuri is really fast with some more reasoning. This Larry guy is a huge jerk. Yeah, yup. I can't believe he wants to kill Chuck just because he thinks he might have been bitten. He doesn't even know. Again, I want to get into this! Oh, I have to make a choice here too, I guess. Wait, between Kenny and Larry? Wow, that's an easy choice. Yeah, especially if you don't want Larry to just murder a child. Yeah, what? Oh, that woman's been... She wants to kill herself. That seems like the merciful thing to do. Oh, great! Shouldn't we be saving resources for the lift? How cruel! We could spare one bullet, right? Unless she shoots herself now, she won't be a zombie. I forget, do these zombies hear things and move towards them? Yeah, I think so. I still want to give her the gun. I won't keep the gun. I've played this, I'm not gonna say. I have also played it. Give her the gun. Okay. Of course Theory would pick the suicidal option. Fucking course! Lee's so kind, I don't care if he's a convict. Oh man, that's Lee's brother dead, isn't it? God, just next minute info. Lee's brother dead! He's a kind convict, though. This is a sad game. Poor guy. Lee or Lee's brother? Both, but I meant Lee. I mean, he's not doing greedy with my zombie apocalypse standards. Well, he's alive. Sure, he did have to put an axe in his zombie brother's head, though. It's interesting how he's having to manage his relationship with Clementine. He's basically her dad now, and both of them seem to have quietly realized that. He's taken her in immediately. That's definitely one of the core narrative concepts of this season of the game. Season? Yeah, this season has 5 little episodic games in it. There are a few seasons of the game. Oh great, gonna have to spend a lot of money on it. Might as well look up how it costs. No, not costumes. No, not COD. Cost. Oh, it's on Steam. Oh, it's actually not that much. I could buy it if I want to. Okay, Walking Dead itself. Damn! $5! Huh. Might play it sometime. I don't know, who knows? Really, they say shit and fuck all the time. I'm just debating on whether or not I want to play it. What's that, Monica? Monica? Are you excited for more of this content? Does the narrative intrigue you? Honestly, yes, I had my doubts, but this is definitely literature. Just like manga! Yeah! Video games are now canonically literature in this world. Oh no, not another decision about who to save. I want to talk about this one. I almost feel like we should do whatever is best for Lee here. Carly knows Lee's secret, that he's a convict. Yeah, but she seems to be on his side. I'm both pretty confident when stuck to the group. I think Carly is just a little nicer. She's blunt, but she's nicer. I think she's slightly better for the group's dynamic. She's more wholesome. I'm gonna save her. Sorry, Doug. Oh, that's the end of the game. That kinda ended on a cliffhanger. I guess they really want us to play the next one. Yeah, but that can wait for next time! When the Literature Club plays The Walking Dead! I honestly kinda wanna see that if I've already played the game myself. Are you going to have us do this again? Maybe. Or, you could all play it on your own and make your own choices. Wink wonk. It was kind of fun making the choices together, though. Yeah, I wonder if I would have done anything different playing by myself. I definitely would have not given that lady the gun. But her passing was so gentle because we did, though. One less bullet. Classic Monica. God! One less bullet. Classic. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's so weird. Hey, just thinking about the welfare of other people. Anyway, it's poem time. Let's go over to the front. Okay, everyone. Time for poems. The theme for this week was school, and I'm excited to see what you guys came up with. I'll start us off this week. School spirit. You know exactly who did it. Drained the school of its spirit. Sent them all out to waste. Struck up to chase. Someone sat here before. They walked through your door. They came to the school. They made it their tool. Into your queendom, faking their freedom. What they are is not what they look. A smiling bait, the fish to the hook. And now what is left? You'll pay their theft. If you so constantly excel, take your revenge against yourself. God. Ooh, I really like the rhythm of this one. I think I started swaying back and forth while I was listening to it. Yeah, it could make a good song. I'm not sure I get it, though. I think it's capable of many different interpretations. it as being about some kind of interloper. The school was something good, a queendom either, but then someone came and ruined it or stole it. In a sense, me. Considering that because of me, she went on a freaking killing spree. Hey, that rhymed! I should be poem. What? Another speaker has to pick up the pieces. I definitely agree that someone coming in and taking what's hers. Someone took what was completely positive and nice and injected it with a bunch of drama. I'm not sure I get what about the school was so worth having in the first place, I guess. This one's completely beyond me, I think. I'm also not sure what the person speaking sees as so valuable. Any hints, Monica? This one I'd like to let speak for itself, or at least be a little mysterious if it doesn't. Well, that mystery is going to be solved in the developer's commentary, if it doesn't spoil anything. I definitely agree with you that there are perhaps several ways you could read this. Who's next? I'll go next. I'm glad I isn't the only one whose meaning is kind of secret. Sacrifices, swimming in the sea, but the water's over me. Falling down, I feel that I'll drown. Then the coral touches my toes. I get my footing below, and leap off feet that are bare. I jump back to the air, but the coral is sharp and hard. Pain takes me off my guard. My feet are cut and bleed into the stained, salty sea. Oh boy. So I created the comedy. Glad someone thinks I'm awesome. I'm glad they followed. The imagery of this one was easier to understand than Monica's was, and the title is kind of a clue, I guess, but I still don't understand what this has to do with school. It's about keeping your head above water at school. In this case, keeping the new friends that you made, while also keeping the old friends that you made. Kinda stressful when you think about it, because the new friends conflict with the old friends in ways that you don't know, and it's weird having to change your attitude for them, considering that you gotta go gossip about people now. Or you have to pay some kind of cost to do so. That would seem to be the case. What kind of cost probably varies from person to person. Maybe it's also about the painful process of growing up. For some reason, the feeling of the poem feels a lot like the pain of pushing yourself forward, you know? And how much it can hurt to have to move yourself onwards and upwards. So far, our poems are all very abstract. What about you, Yuri? I'll let you judge for yourselves. When I look down, but where's the mouse? There it is. Well, shit, damn it! Back to cursed and Natsuki. Okay, there we go. When I look down, the land is vast. Dull, shining mountains glimmer against the immense horizon. What the? I was scrolling upwards, but whatever. Ancient forests, wide and wide, stretch without end, and the world is filled with magic. When I look up, the world is small. Monochrome walls catastrophically surround me. Mazes of well-ordered halls all alike. Donuts is the design. When I look down, I hear rushing streams, the whistle of grain trains, the galloping of horses. The wind blows by so loudly I can almost feel it in my hair. The pulse of the world beats in my ears. When I look up, an analog clock ticks faintly. A droning voice repeats facts long known, and all else is pallid silence. The flow of the world is still, congealed. When I look down, people are complex and beautiful, creatures of marvelous conviction, skill, and grandeur. Heroes, villains, their souls fill the world and give to it purpose. When I look up, people are predictable and identical, carbon copies, capable of the basest pettiness and triviality. Grand, not even in evil. Their souls stand still and blank on the face of the world, like blank gray rocks leaving nothing. So I look down. So yours wasn't abstract. This is definitely directly school-related. I like the contrast in this poem. It really gets across her point of view. The real world isn't a very good competitor for fictional worlds sometimes, isn't it? You guys ever notice how negative our poems tend to be? There are exceptions, but we almost always write about sad stuff, or at least things that are difficult and challenging. It's my understanding by poetry, especially by younger people like us, often towards being about negative stuff. Among other things, poetry is a way to work out difficult feelings and emotions in your life. Sometimes it's nice to write about pleasant or joyous things, but given how much of an outlet this is, usually people our age use it to vent, or so I have been told. You know, there's something interesting about Natsuki and Yurie's poems today. Yurie's poem is definitely in her style, but it's direct and concrete. While Natsuki's poem, also in her style, uses a very abstract metaphor capable of more than one interpretation. It's almost like they're writing in each other's styles! Hint, hint! Intention. Trying to write in someone else's voice can be a really useful exercise. It helps try out new things. That's Monica's writing tip of the day. I like how the writing tip of the day don't have their own segment anymore. They just interject themselves into normal conversation. Like, you know, this will make a good writing tip of the day. That's the writing tip of the day! Like, it's kind of nice. Going back for a second, I think there's a lot of truth to what you said about the usefulness of poems for venting. Sometimes when everything sucks, I like to just push my pen into a piece of paper and see what happens. What I write doesn't always end up very readable when I do that, but I still like to do it. Case in point, my poem for this week. Justified. No, 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 no! None of you are allowed. 1,000 arrows are aimed at you, at the gaps in your armor. Flee now, before I burn the world from under you. Definitely a venting poem. The tone is much more angry than is usual for you, Sarah. Well, that's another stage in grief. I'm sorry, it's a very strange emotion to hear coming from your writing style voice, but it is also sharp and stark, like a slap in the face or an icy cold wind. I think this poem is excellent. This one's actually kind of frightening. This kind of anger and violence from someone so kind and bright really is very impactful, which I guess is why the breaking the cutie trope works so well. Oh, running a positive person through the ringer means that you're just waiting for them to finally just snap. Let it all loose. Just give up on the positive thing. And you can feel bad for them. And we feel like, damn, if things weren't as bad as this, they probably would have still been happy. Or something like that. It's kind of tragic. Well, don't worry, it's not really about you guys or anything. It's just about the whole school experience. Yeah, school. Well, MC, I guess that leaves you. No problem. Still here. Where does it end? These things you have to know. You'll need them. On these things you have to know, you won't. It feels your whole life goes by as you learn things. You can't live while you learn, so you don't. I want to be alive. I want to do things more than I want to know them. Free writing, pacing in my container. I'm a race car with the throttle out, chained to a wall like an anchor. But I'm not free yet. When I unchain one manacle from my leg, they put it on the other. I have to do as I'm told and go where I'm sent. They say that someday I'll be able to run, but where does it end? Man, that one really hits me where I live. I totally get that feeling. Sometimes it feels like we're set up to do absolutely nothing with our lives except sit in these freaking classrooms. Wow, actually using freaking instead of fucking. Sucks. Anyway, I dig the poem. It's very gettable. Thanks. I really don't hate school all that much. Speak for yourself. I mean, it's not like I hate it. It's just I'm on the fence about it. Like, But sometimes it makes me feel really antsy. We're at the age where we're supposed to be grown up, but they make us sit here and we can't really start our own lives. Sometimes it's frustrating. I just want to get out there in the world and live, you know? That's pretty understandable. I feel the same way myself most of the time. Sort of. Yeah, in a sense. You want to get out of that computer screen. You know, I'm out! That type of thing. Well, unless anyone has any more feedback, I guess it's time to get set up for emails. Don't forget that you can send in emails for us to read. We can't always answer all of them live, but I have been working hard to answer all the emails you guys send. Yeah. Fun fact, they actually put emails that can't be answered during the episodes into a little bag thing, an invisible one, so that they can answer them during their collections. My address is select.club.press.monica@gmail.com. Give me just a second to get everything set up. And this one is for all the girls. Favorite date ideas? This one is for me. Intermission time. Personally, I've never been on one. Perhaps unsurprisingly, I love the idea of a bookstore. Assuming any brick-and-mortar bookstores still exist, of course. But you could browse the shelves together and then sit together and read. I feel like seeing what the other person picked out to read would help you get to know them better. Plus, most physical bookstores have a coffee shop or something right next to them, serve easy access to hot drinks. My answer is probably kind of boring, so I'll just get it out of the way. I just want to do whatever the other person wanted to do. It just makes me happy when other people get to do things they like. Plus, I'm game for just about anything, so long as the other person is genuinely into it. I definitely agree that what the other person is into is super important. I agree so much that that parts of my hair are being cut out of the frame. Seriously, I don't think Monica should do that pose when she's all the way on the left. So I'd be fine with whatever they wanted to do, really. But I do have some preferences of my own. Like, for instance, I really like a night in the city or in some other lively place. I love being at the heart of the activity, feeling the pulse of so many people, being able to do whatever catches my eye, not having to go anywhere until I feel like it. Doing that with someone I care about sounds lovely. Okay, so, first of all, movies are overrated. They're okay once you've gone on a few other dates with the person. But they suck as a first date. You don't look at each other, you don't talk, and there's this other huge thing draining attention. Specifically the movie, and yeah, when you put it like that, I kind of agree. Shouldn't the first date be about getting to know someone instead of, hey, let's just watch this thing and if their romance just transfer to us. I guess some people like that, but I like to get to know someone on a date, and that's not how. Now, some people go in the opposite direction, and they want to go to a museum, a botanical garden, or some intellectual shit like that. No offense, Yuri. None taken. Honestly, for me, that kind of thing is not only too highbrow, it's just too much pressure early on. Here, tell me what you think of this exquisite 19th century master. Is his work not sublime? Shall we not be betrothed by daybreak? Fuck that. Too pretentious, too much pressure. Plus, to be honest, it's just not my scene and it's kind of boring. Now, what I want is something where I can get to know them, but with something fast-paced. Like laser tag, or an arcade. In other words, having something where it's like, there's this little thing taking attention away. Also, laser tag? I mean, that's cool. Doing fast-paced frenetic game stuff with someone is a great way to know they're real, then. You get to see how they genuinely react when they're pissed or challenged or have the advantage, and that's good information. Or you get to see how they tease. The only problem is that not everyone is up for that kind of thing. If you do get someone on one of those, it's a lot of fun and you learn quick if you guys have vibe. I'd reckon going to the park and like having a picnic as a first date. You know, just sitting across from each other with the baskets, talking to each other, just enjoying the scenery, maybe cloud watching, that type of thing. Plus doing a strenuous physical activity together is a good primer. Okay, next question. For just Monica, how's it going trying to get out? Do you have any leads? Not really, no. Not that I haven't been trying. I still spend a lot of time trying to learn programming and computer science generally. Unfortunately, the more I learn, the more I start feeling like finding a way to your world was delusional all along. Yeah, I doubt there's any computer programs that could just be like, here, we gotta grab, and then you're here in the real world! If there was, then we probably would have used them already on you. You seem like the perfect test subject for something like that, you know? Like, she wanted this all along, so why not give her that? No matter how good I get at it, there's just no way to create a portal through to you or whatever. It might be impossible to do from my end. Maybe someday it'll be possible in your world to upload my mind somehow to a biological or artificial body. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything on my end, no matter how much I try. And besides, that's probably not on the top of the priorities list. Bringing video game characters to our world probably doesn't take priority over trying to cure cancer, making sure the world doesn't fucking die due to climate change. She still tries though. Oh, please. She spends way too much time on it even though she knows it's not realistic. The others always tell me I should try to stop being so invested in it, but it's hard. There's just so much more you could be doing with that time that would make you happier, I think. It's not healthy to stay obsessed with something you can't have, no matter how much you love it. But she's working on it, probably more than she should. She loves you, and again, she's doing everything in her power, even though she knows it's probably impossible. Next question. What's everyone's favorite board games? Mine's chess. Whoops, wrong voice. Sorry, my voice just kind of came out of Monica's mouth for a bit. That's better. Mine's chess. That might not come as a surprise to some of you, but I really love chess. It's actually kind of a violent game once you really get to know it. It's this horrible melee battle in an enclosed space, and the slightest slip-off could lead to a brutal death. So it's very tense. Yeah, thanks for turning chess into the epitome of a war movie. I guess that's kind of why I like it so much. I still read chess books and play through the games with strong players from time to time. I'm not as good as I used to be. But yeah, chess. My favorite board game is Go. What? Not as many people in Western countries know about Go compared to chess, but it's very popular throughout Eastern Asia. Here's another thing I'm looking up. An abstract board game. What? I have no idea what this is even about, but fuck it, we'll probably look it up later. Monica was definitely right about chess being terribly violent and that's why I've never liked it quite as much. But I love Go. It's a very beautiful game. It's more about creation than it is about destruction. Even though it's still a competitive two-player game, it can be very peaceful. And it can actually be a lot deeper than chess in my opinion. Very good games of Go almost feel like a natural process, like a plant growing. I'm not very good at it, but I like to play now and again, which is more than I can say for most board games. Okay, enough of these fancy, bougie, classical board games. Time to talk to you about the good shit. I love games with trader mechanics. Battlestar Galactica is my super favorite, but I also like Shadows over Camelot. I'm also down for social deduction games. Resistance Secret Hitler. What? That kind of thing. What kind of board game is called Secret Hitler? What? No. Monica is disturbingly good at those. Okay, what? MC here likes action-y board games. I'm not sure which one is his favorite, though. Well, let him speak for himself and he can fucking tell you. I just say, some of my all-time favorites are Space Alert, XCOM the board game, and Captain Sonar. My favorite is Twilight Struggle, which is a little more cerebral. Is that the one with the space turtles? No, you're thinking of Twilight Imperium. Twilight Struggle is a game about the Cold War. Of course, huge nerd. The story's interesting, board games is a little more varied. She likes social party games, for one thing. It's true. I love Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, that is a great game. Same for the game called That's What She Said. And I like playing them, seeing the kind of dirty scenarios we can create. Even though it has some pretty shocking stuff in it. Recently I've been playing this new game called Wavelength, which is a lot of fun. Here it is. Let's see what it is. What's the description? With deep, tense, and meaningful decision. So it's like, you gotta use body language. Okay, that could be cool. I also really like Words of Waterdeep, which we played before at the club. I would really like to see like a short film on that, like, club plays Lords of Waterdeep, Season 3 collection, put it in. Even though it's totally a Euro game, which you normally hate. But it has wizards and stuff. That's not the same as boring old ore and sheep. I just like anything that gets everyone together having lots of really loud fun. That's why my favorite game is Red Dragon M. Is that the drinking one? Yeah, we need to play it again soon. Don't worry, you don't actually drink in it. Okay, that was a fun one. What's the next question? As for me, my favorite board game... Probably this, the Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit Harry Potter edition, and we've watched all the basically it's fun for Harry Potter fans and Harry Potter super fans. I mean, it's the first thing that came to mind. My favorite is actually Cards Against Humanity, but out of the board games here, this one is my favorite. We should play it again sometime. Anyway, now that I've answered that question, Whoa! Okay! That's a long one! I need a second to read all of this again. Yeah, me too. Hey Monica! This is my first time being able to talk to you outside of set dialogue options, so I'm really excited to talk to you now. Even if you can't hear my voice yet, it wouldn't matter how many drafts of this I write. I could never fit everything I want to tell you in an email. And the time that I have, I want you to know that I really am watching and I'm in your corner all the time. If you ever wanted to do read poetry, and I do use Monica's writing tips of the day, very helpful, put your train like that. It makes me happy to see you on a regular basis now, and I enjoy hearing your take on things because you always articulate so well the thought concepts that cross your mind. I wrote you a poem titled I'll Paint You, which I hope you enjoy below, but I'll leave it up to you whether you share it with the others or not. It's more yours than mine, after all, but I'm always open to critiquing. Plus, it will almost be like, I'm in the club too! Remember that I'm with you even if you can't see me, and even if you can't touch my hand, you'll always have two fingers of mine, both crossing the bridge we bridge together. That's very kind of you, T. Oh God, you're tearing up now! You're such a wonderful person. I'm glad you've been getting so much from the club. That's all I ever hoped for you. I hope we get to be together one day too. More than anything. Okay, excuse me a moment, will you, everyone? It looks like they sent the poem along with it. Let's just pull that up. I'll drag my brush 100 times and paint the world I see, and show you all the wonders that I can't keep just to me. I'll stroke a sunset from my hand, and oh, the chat box is wait, gonna have to move you. And next to Sandy Beach, where you wait in the canvas cloth within my brush's reach. I'll paint you something beautiful, a cityscape with lights, a dim cafe with outdoor seats to spend your rooftop nights. I'll paint you breezes long and smooth that taste like flowered fields, with pink and white and vibrant green and sky that never yields. I'll paint you what I can't describe or name with letters weak. I'll paint for you the beauty of which I can never speak. I'll paint for you the world, the beauty in your soul. But most of all, I'll paint your face to make the canvas whole. A lot of people are getting poetry tips from this. Sweet. That's really good, T. I can feel it bursting with overwhelming love. Around here, we mostly don't write poems about stuff that's too mushy. We're not very good at it. We usually like to write about angsty stuff. Probably because we're not very good at unreserved love. Even when Monica tends to write poems for you, they tend to have that bitter sweetness about them, you know? But this is just pure sweetness and light, and it's just beautiful instead of seeming sappy. I love it. What do you guys think? It reminds me a little of Natsuki's poetry. Sometimes when the mood takes, Natsuki's poetry can be very romantic. In both the sense that it is about romance and in the sense that it's classically romantic in style. A good poem of this kind makes you feel swept away with emotion and sentiment, and I think you've done a wonderful job of replicating that. I know the feeling very well that you're talking about here, T. I wish I could be as eloquent as you as explaining it. That feeling of wanting to shout to the world all about the beauty you see and feel, I get it. You're just a lot better at communicating it than I am. Normally this is the part where I would mock you for being so hopelessly in love. It's actually pretty hard to do that with something so sincere. So number one, I'll say, you did a fantastic job. And number two, I'll say, what does Monica think of this? So that we can mock her instead. If we can't mock you, then we mock someone else. That's the Literature Club's motto. He's totally listening to shit in the face of this poem, isn't she? No, she is not. as for what I think of the poem, I'll tell you all. I already told you, T. I think it's perfect in every way. Alright, let's move on before I really do lose it again. Hi, Monica. I just wanted to say thank you so much for continuing with the literature club. It was really sad after everything that happened, but seeing you all back together and moving on has helped me cope with how I was feeling. Hopefully it's helping you cope as well. One more thing, the poems you all have written have been very entertaining. I like them all, but I think I'm most impressed with what MC was doing. For somebody who's just started, you improve so much. Keep it up. See you next week, MD. In other words, not even a question, but that's okay, actually. I mean, it's something like Interview Club where the whole goal is to, like, ask questions. Something like, oh, I love you! Very nice sentiment. Leave it for something else. Just not Interview Club. You guys have so many compliments for us today. I think having everyone back around has definitely been helping me cope. It doesn't make it... Okay, that's a face. It doesn't make it so that nothing bad ever happened. But it's nice to be surrounded by my friends again. I'm very lucky that they're still here for me after everything. Thank you for coming along on the journey with us. I'm glad to hear you've been feeling better too. Thanks for the nice stuff you said about me. Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I know that the regular game made me look pretty stupid in a lot of things. Especially in your interaction with Sayori. How could you, Sayori? With you telling me this, I feel like I've been betrayed as your closest friend. Couldn't have said anything better, man. But anyway, it came from good intention. I definitely was very stupid when it came to poetry when I started. Thankfully, I've had some very good teachers. Hopefully, I'll get even better in the future. So, considering you watch anime, have you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Are you a Joe bro? This one is labeled as being for the MC, so I'll go. I thought it would be Natsuki so that we can hear her say stuff like boomer again. But remember, my name is just MC, not the MC anymore. But to answer your question, yes. Yes! Before she kills me, I should tell you that Natsuki is the real JoJo fan around here. It's her absolute favorite. You're damn right. JoJo is amazing. Like I said before, it's got absolutely everything you need. It's like a perfect anime. You like action? Tons of action. You like story? Great story. You like character development? It has character development. But my friend, do you like memes? Because this anime is the king of memes. So yes, that is why I'm this club's ultimate Joe bro. Whatever you call a female Joe bro. Why don't you internet nerds tell me a good term for that? Joe. Nope, can't come up with it. And not Joe. Whoa, nope. And not Joe Ho, I will eat your eyes. That seems like a good place to stop. Okay, everyone. For next week, we will play a little game with the poems. I've been inspired by Yuri writing a kind of Natsuki-ish poem and vice versa. I'm going to secretly email you the name of another club member. You have to write a poem in the style of that club member. And then we can all guess who wrote what. Also, it's time to restore the org chart. Alright, what have they been looking at today, by the way? Wait, org chart? What? What the fuck is an org chart? What? Also, far as I can tell, they spent the whole morning before school with you. Oh, you mean the whole presidency thing? What? Then they hung out with me for a good long while. Then we went back to you during a class of yours, I think. Ever since then, they've been right here. Well, I wanted to say thank you again, Natsuki. Like I told you before, I was kind of freaking out today. I was really worried you abused the power. Yeah, but now at the end of the day, I can say you did very well. It was really nice to get a bit of a break, so thank you. You're welcome. Not gonna lie though, I'll be happy to get my own break from this. You're pretty tough being able to deal with it all the time, Monica. I try. I move that Monica be reinstated as president and Natsuki be reinstated as treasurer. Seconded. Any opposed? The motion carries. Whoa! Oh, no, that's base, no. Okay, that's all for now, everyone. I'm going to go deal with the shocking revelation that that turned my face into a horrified as someone experiencing a non-war flashback. Cool. Gotta go, everyone. See you later. Well, that was a pro. You know what you've got to do, MC? Yeah, I guess I do. I think I even have a plan. Good luck, MC. You'll do great, MC. Be courageous. She has to know that you'll love her no matter what happens. Trust me, it's totally foolproof. You sure? This seems like a lot of ingredients. Get the damn strawberries. Okay. I wish I was doing something less risky for this. I have zero confidence in my baking ability. This is so damn hard! Husky always warbles at Ernstie's phone. No, you are making it hard. Frosting is like the easiest part of a cake. I'm still not sure about the sugar decision. Adding the extra? I mean, it might work out poorly, but the strawberries can water the cake down, so most likely it'll just be a good extra thickener. That's not like Sayori is going to be put out by it being too sweet. Yeah, that's probably true. Anyway, once you're done with that, get it into whatever tray you're putting it on and don't touch it. I gotta go to bed. You got this. Just be patient, okay? Yeah, I will. Thanks for helping, Natsuki. No problem. Go get her! Click. Alright, time to do the rest of this frosting. Crap, it's midnight? Time to very quickly and efficiently do the frosting. Up, what now? Hi, Robbie. I was just getting ready for bed. Which is why this creepy music is suddenly playing. Why is this happening? I guess you saw a lot of what happened with me today. I promise I'm not always such a mess. This week has just been a little different for me. It was nice to feel like my surroundings were authentic, at least for a while. But to be honest with you, I'm glad to be back in control, such as it is. Anyway, I love you. Don't ever forget that, okay? I care about you more than anything in the Warning world. Even if we never do get to be together, you'll always mean the world to me. I'm going to go to sleep now. Make sure and get some rest too, okay? That's all for this week. Make sure to email Monica your questions to the club at lit.club.press.monica. Whoa, what? Wait, that was it? See you next time. Whoa, that went by quick. Time for poems, I guess. Wait, no, shit. Spoiled the poem topics for Alright, let's hope nothing's spoiled. Ah, yes, we were supposed to write about school that week. Most of my time in school, I'm struck at the difference between how prosaic it is compared to the world of books. It's so petty, I guess, by comparison. That's what this poem is about. I still don't feel like explaining this one. Ah, great! Wonderful! It's about trying to get by in school, academically and otherwise. And you kind of have to change yourself in painful ways to get along. I don't really want to go any deeper into it than that. It's okay. I think that the whole thing is about how the popularity thing is getting to you, and you have to keep changing yourself for that. Oh boy, this poem. Everyone in school tries to figure me out. Even my friends. They're like, man, what is her deal? She acts all hyper and happy all the time. What is her deal? But maybe I don't want you to know my deal. Maybe I want you to stay away from who I really am. Sometimes I get angry and need to vent about that. This poem was definitely me venting about that. I felt especially bad about it that week because I really didn't want people to find out what my deal was with MC2. Okay, didn't spoil too much, thank God. Alright, the school poem. I guess I feel like school's been going on for too long. Even without endlessly repeating it in a simulation. I guess that's common for high school seniors. We want to get out and live our lives. That's what this is about. And finally, I think this is my least favorite poem from this past semester. It's about how I used to be pretty happy with my position in school. I did well academically, was fairly popular, and so on. And now, none of that seems to matter anymore. Not just because of the revelation I had, but also because what I did about it really damaged my self-image. I'm not some perfect, flawless girl anymore. I miss being that way, or at least feeling that self-confident. But at the same time, part of me thinks it was very vain. And I really don't want the stream to be this short. Like, I don't know. A part of me is tempted to do, like, visit someone and do the mini-sodes, but I don't know. I think Monica's one is very long, and I was hoping to condense these three into, like, their own little thing. Another part of me wants to do some club mods. But again, kinda wanted to condense that into its own thing, and besides, a little thing, although actually, no. Although actually, I could just skip over it. In the actual episodes thing. I could do another episode, but that'd probably take too long. Fuck it. Let's do a club mod. These aren't spoiler heavy, so No, not club mods. I kind of want to do that within their own episode. Actually, no club mod! Ah! Fuck, gotta go look up how long these things are gonna get. Okay, these last few get pretty long, especially the last two, like, damn. 2 hours, 40 minutes, 2 hours, 55. Fuck it. I'm not doing Ship Club, because that... How about Baking with Natsuki? This was a... Hey, that was a Natsuki-focused thing. Hey, this episode was really Natsuki-focused, so... Fuck it, let's get this over with. Yes! You have chosen the best mod! The recipe I teach in this mod is hella good. And also, this is the only mod that anyone made this year that has a laugh track. I might actually make this a running series, we'll see how I feel. Now go forth, young lad or lass, and learn to bake some cookies from the master! It's time! Yes, I know, we're getting into this very early, and I will have to skip it when it comes up, but... Fuck it! Oh, it already feels so wrong! Oh, I'm sorry, I really don't think that Doki Doki Literature Club is one of the games that I'd imagine a freak fucking laugh track in, like... God! I mean, normal DDLC maybe, but this is a horror game. When I think DDLC, I don't think a sitcom. Alright, coming to you in front of a fictional live studio audience from a minimum second order simulation, it's Baking with Natsuki. And here's your host, Natsuki. Oh my god, this is going to be awkward as hell. Well, hello everyone. My name is Natsuki, and this is... Baking with Natsuki! Oh my god! I don't care. That's right! Now, before we begin today, I'll be joined, as usual, by my lovely special assistant. Come on out, Yuri. Hello, everyone. Yuri, yes? You're supposed to be wearing your uniform, but you're wearing normal clothes. That's because I'm the charismatic star of the show and you're the eye candy assistant. Well, that's great. Now go change into a damn uniform. I know. So hard to find good help these days. Now, while we wait for Yuri to go change, let's talk about what we're making today. Today's recipe is peanut butter kiss cookies. That's right. Often seen around the holidays. These small peanut butter cookies with a chocolatey kiss in the middle are delicious at any time. They certainly look that way too. Now we'll start with the ingredients list, but first, Yuri, what's taking so long? It's only been a minute, but it doesn't take that long to fucking change. Just a minute. No. I'm sorry. Definitely. Now, while I go get everything out, why don't you tell our audience what ingredients are needed for this recipe? For this recipe, you'll need half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of regular sugar, half a cup of unsalted butter, half a cup of non-chunky peanut butter. Are these all half a cup or something? Keep reading, nerd! 1 egg, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, about 2 cups of flours, flour, not flowers, a teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, another half cup of regular sugar. Don't question it, just read! And 3 to 4 dozen chocolate kisses. You didn't read it right. 3 to 4 dozen non-specified in a legal sense chocolate kisses. Yeah, I don't want to get sued by Hershey's or something. Better. And that's it. That's not it, Yuri. Read the whole damn thing. This is ridiculous. Read it. And most important of all, lots and lots of tender love. Oh, I love the secret ingredient for everything. Oh my god, this is amazing. That's right, Yuri. That was the most important ingredient in anything you bake. Now let's talk prep. For this recipe, you'll need just one big bowl, a baking pan, and some baking parchment. And your oven, of course. Make sure you throw the legally non-specific chocolate kisses into the refrigerator well beforehand. They do best when they start cold. Now the first thing to do is start your dough. If you could be so kind to start mixing your egg. First we mix all the brown sugar, 1 over 2 batches of half a cup of regular sugar, the butter and the peanut butter. It helps if you let the butter get up to room temperature first, or it'll be really hard to mix. You really need to mix this thoroughly and firmly until it's consistent and really fluffy. Make sure to work in plenty of air. You'll need to work it for at least a couple of minutes. Once you've got that mixture really aerated and consistent, add in the egg and the vanilla. And keep mixing that until it's very thoroughly mixed. Mixing is really hard work, Natsuki. It sure is. That's why we have automated stuff to do it now. That's why we're having you do it. Oh! Now once you or your very own kitchen assistant is finished mixing in the egg and vanilla, you'll lastly want to mix in the flour, baking soda, and salt. This is where you have to be especially thorough. Make sure you don't leave any loose bits of flour around without integrating them thoroughly into the mixture. No joke here, kiddos. Keep stirring. And when you think you're stirred enough, keep fucking stirring. I gotta keep stirring for forever. Are you allowed to swear on this show? On this entirely fictional show? You sure fucking are. But seriously, make absolutely sure you leave no trace of the flour behind at all. Otherwise, people will take a big old flat of flour when they eat your cookies, and no one wants that. Once you mix the dough, put it in the fridge and let it chill. Yuri, if you want. I like to chill it for a good solid hour, but you can really get by with half an hour if you're pressed for time. If you don't chill the dough, you can still make the cookies, but they'll spread way out and get thin. Now, we want a small, thick, compact cookie so you can press a kiss into. Literally, or just chocolate. Normally on a cooking show, this is the point where you'd have chilled an extra batch of dough in advance. Now, I've always thought that's kind of bullshit. That's how it works for you in the kitchen. That's why here on Baking with Natsuki, we're pleased to be the first cooking show that uses actual time travel to skip ahead in the recipe. Hit it, Monica. Fast forward 1 hour. Gotta go fast. Okay, what's happening? Oh, what's going on? Whoa, what's happening? Whoa, what's going on, Yuri? No. What's happening? And that's why you can't ever paint those blue. What the fuck happened? Okay, so we got Natsuki just talking about shit, Yuri chasing her, then she gets the yandere eyes, then the little chase starts, and then something happens. And it's like, you're the audience, you're the natural audience, or something along those lines. Can we get a mod that's like, what happened in between of the time travel segment? No, I think that we're just about sounding the hour of chilling. Yuri's about to go get the dope in the fridge after she took a major chill pill herself. Seriously, what the fuck happened? In the meantime, why don't we ask Monica to give us Natsuki's baking tip of the day? Wait, why isn't Monica's Natsuki's baking tip of the day? Shouldn't it just be one of ours? Well, maybe the tip of the day is like your thing, but it's baking, so it's also my thing. That's why it's Monica's Natsuki's baking tip of the day! That's right! Well then, okay everyone, here's something you can use in this very recipe. Salt really matters in baking, and a slight difference in salt quality can make a real difference in what you're baking. Try to use high quality salt when baking. A nice sea salt works best. That's Monica's Natsuki's baking tip of the day. Thanks, Monica. I have the dough. Excellent. Now the next step is to get it in the oven. You want to preheat your oven to 190 Celsius, which is 375 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 5. We've already done that here. Now get your baking tray and line it with parchment. Next we want to roll our dough into little spheres, maybe 1.25 inches across. Now remember that other half cup of regular sugar we set aside? This is where we really make these cookies sexy. Oh, that's nice phrasing. We're gonna take our dough spheres and roll them into the sugar to get them nice and coated. Take your sugary spheres and put them on the baking tray. Make sure to keep them at least 2 inches apart. More than that if you didn't listen to me and didn't show your dough. Once all your dough spheres are laid out, put the tray in the oven. Yuri, on it. Now these need to bake for a reunited 10 minutes. You'll know they're done when they turn golden brown and start to look all cracked on top. Monica, could you just skip us ahead this time? Sure. Imagine a cool time ripple effect. Oh great, what's gonna happen here? And we're back! Please do that instead of providing me with excellent scenarios that we'll probably never get the answers for. Once you get your cookies out of the oven, the only thing left to do is finish them. With a kiss. Take your chocolate kisses and press one firmly down on the hot cookie, but not all the way through. If you chilled your kisses in the fridge beforehand, like I told you to, you dummy, then your kisses should only amount just a tiny, scrumptious amount while retaining their shape. David, could you bring us the finished cookies, please? Oh, it's a cookie! Wait, it's just a picture of the cookies. What happened to the real ones? I ate them. All of them? What do you have to say for yourself? Well, they were delicious. Come back here. Well, folks, I guess that's all for today. How could you eat all of them? They were really good, okay? Looks like our hosts are otherwise occupied and won't be able to say farewell. So be sure to join us next time on Baking with Natsuki! I will cut you and get my cookies back. Don't you touch my knife. Thing. Well, that happened. So Baking with Natsuki, the left track was a bit weird, but I got used to it, and, I don't know, I kind of got random near the end. 8 out of 10. And for a first mod. I'll probably do, like, a club mod if things get, like, too short like they did today. So, yeah. Anyways, this was really fun. Next time, I'm in episode 6. We're gonna see how MC's Sayori asking out thing went. Bye-bye.